Lakad mo, Toton!
Normally.
From the laning phase. Whereas HELLRAISERS, if they play from behind or from a good start, it just looks like they just can steamroll them.
Yeah, and so...
Doesn't look like they'll catch anybody. Yamage is still leading the charge. The smoke pops. Oh, I was wrong. They've gone straight in with the tag team. Xani gets refraction level 1, but it looks like he's still going to be dying here. Xani falls as first blood spilled. And WINSTRIKE with a great start.
Aggressive. I mean, they can play aggressive and passive as well, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, they can hold back, look for their moment to strike. And as soon as they're ready, they can go straight on in. But a great job done here by WINSTRIKE, dragging this lane back to the tier 1, so Sven can actually farm reasonably safely. But top 3 CS so far, it's all green all the way home. As HELLRAISERS have that Slardar going for a kill top on DK Fogas. He pops the salve, but the crush, the bash, and the final touch from Funnick gets him a kill. It looks like he's going to survive under the tower damage as well.
Yeah, he's fine, but he needs a ton of region back
on
to the
bottom
top
lane.
lane.
No Fear falls. PA and Lina looking for another Light Strike array. Funnick does die as the Tusk is still getting gone on. Yamage trying to speed away with his little booties, pops the stick, but Nyx has that Phantom Strike to jump forward. While Phantom Assassin's free farming, Slardar's free farming, this is a dream start for HELLRAISERS. All of their cores really speeding towards their primary items.
And Xani's having a very good read on the game, like where he needs to move. Like he's dodging all these ganks. It's being pinged out. The deep port is placed, so they see him, but these two heroes are not enough scanned. It connects, they know something's happening.
Yeah, Lil was pinging it. That was blue pings from the Lina saying, hey, there's something going on here, and TA does get zipped on. Refraction charge is burnt down. No Fear comes in to try and save the day, but the snowball will secure them the kill. Slardar arrives, the little bashes and crushes, great two-man hit, and the Storm Spirit's in a lot of trouble. They turn around on a Funnick as the Doom arrives, the long run into this Radiant Triangle, while No Fear is being shredded here. Under the tier 2, Ducalis with a final impetus shot will clear him up, but Lina, the third hero to come in with Nyx, so the PA also arriving. It's a bloodbath. Every hero outside of the Sven has come to fight in this Radiant Triangle. Light Strike Array won't be saving the Lina today, as a 4-hero destruction from WINSTRIKE as they lose 2. Bottom lane Sven is actually pummeling the tier 1 tower there, and they are TPing top to defend the tier 1 up there as well. As Storm Spirit starts on Funnick Slardar, snowball in from Yamage now, and the tag team with a punch. It's a lot of damage. That's a good Maledict and Death Ward though. Oh, No Fear might have the Storm Spirit in the back. Well, Yamage is being bashed and crushed and cleared up by Funnick. Oh, finally they get the Slardar and take him down, but No Fear is going to be trading his life as well in a 2-for-1 as Storm Spirit does escape with his life, and the rest of HELLRAISERS is unable to join the fight for the Storm. Something though worth, kind of looking towards in these team fights. HELLRAISERS not really reliant on long cooldowns. Death Ward and Laguna Blade really their only actual ultimate abilities. Whereas, do you feel WINSTRIKE are reliant on the Doom and the God Strength, or is it a bit of this, a bit of that? They're both fine.
They did not use Doom once this game, and they managed to make a 3k gold lead for themselves and made a very good aggressive rotations.
And again into this triangle. Straight onto Lina with that Orchid, blowing her off the face of the map. Slardar's trying to get in on top of Storm as the PA not able to save No Fear, and Nyx is in trouble inside the shards. So many WINSTRIKE heroes surrounding Funnick now, and it's going to be 4 heroes for the price of nothing. A bunch of freebies.
On Tusk, they can take this Roche very quickly.
Yeah, Sven will just Midas Echo Saber. And having Aegis here, potentially for your Storm Spirit, will be a massive bonus for WINSTRIKE. TA getting jumped by the Storm, finding a little bit of space. Doom coming in, thinking about the ult, he throws it in. Oh, nice little meld, but the dust is there. They see the TA under that safety of invisibility. And Roshan still being taken by the rest of WINSTRIKE, so they secure so much in the past couple of minutes. They've got a massive...
Once he goes in, gets a pick off on the target, there is no counterplay.
And that's exactly why Funnick is in that mid lane trying to gather up the farm, but they've Doomed up top. TA in a 1v1 against the Doom, trying to juke around the trees. No way. Xani's found a way out, but the Storm Spirit has the long zip. And that's the 5th death of the game on that Templar Assassin, while HELLRAISERS, they're scrambling. They're bringing everyone up here to try and find Storm Spirit. But how do you kill him? You're going to go back onto someone else. As Enchantress, there's Doom. They're both arriving now. Corrosive Haze up on Ench, but Storm of Spirit back into battle. LSA misses, Snowball forward, dodges Laguna Blade. The Death Ward's down, but it's all lights out here as WINSTRIKE just keep on going. TA, Lina both falling, and Slardar has got no retreat from this. Blink Dagger delayed as Funnick cleared up and a double kill for Storm, while DK Focus is diving tier 1.
This dude's just been silently farming, and as you mentioned, he still does not have a neutral item.
Yeah, he doesn't need one. He's handicapping himself as maybe we'll be paying the price for it here. Maledicted up, but in comes the Doom. Shoves back No Fear. Funnick there with a crush. Aggressive Child still half HP. But Ducalit has fallen while Yamich arriving means they can focus the PA. Snowball into the back and really stuns up the TA. Good crush from Funnick. Aggressive Child will surely finally fall, but it's only the Aegis. Second life will allow him to respawn, and Storm straight into the back lines, sniping out both Lil and Nyx as Funnick is left to his own devices. Hellraisers have no way to defend against this aggression.
Oh, I thought this might be a good fight, but then I realized, yeah, Storm Spirit's missing it in action, and he's coming back with full mana, full HP. That's he's
GG!
Yeah, I mean, I'm not surprised. I was about to say players in the last week or two, so that's all.
We've got one pick left for Hellraisers. It's most likely going to be their mid. Conquer and Nature's Prophet, they're the main two that they like to pick up for their spot there. Into a
Dark Ascension. And they shift Sven, Lina down into the Sand King lane. Burst Strike into Stormhammer. Light Strike Array to kick things off. And First Blood, finally. Lil gets in there with that Laguna Blade, knowing that if she can accelerate from Deso into Blink and then get a BKB, very little from Hellraisers can stop her. And they've already taken tier 1 top. They're going for tier 1 mid.
There's the Chrono.
Chrono finally in from Aggressive Child. Easy pickings as Funnick is blown up. The bashes land and Lil is done for. First blood was spilled by Hellraisers, but the momentum, like you're saying, is still very firmly in the hands of WINSTRIKE.
This is rotation.
Up against the Void.
It's daytime. Night Stalker does not have ulti. I don't think they're ready to fight. Like with this type of lineup, this is a good fight for WINSTRIKE.
Oh, it is. They've caught them, sandwiched the Lina in between their jungle and those mid towers, finding her as she was aggressively moving in with the Beastmaster. Throwing Laguna Blade towards Yamich, but is the question how many heroes is he going to hit or how many times is he going to use it?
How many times is he going to use it on a hero?
Yeah, I think 2. Raw defensively. Oh, Epicenter's coming in with a blink. No, it's cancelled. So Funnick has to focus onto the ET instead. The Snowball looks good to stop this fight from progressing any further, but the 4-man Chrono. Aggressive Charles there with Rebel from the outside trying to spill with the side blades. The Boars proving to work against Hellraisers, and Nyx is in trouble, but the Laguna Blade helps clear out the Void, and now the TA's all alone. A beautiful fight from Hellraisers, which started off incredibly messily, but they're going to take not only one, but both lives of the TA here, it appears. Reveal not available, but the stuns are more than worthy. 5 heroes and 6 deaths as WINSTRIKE get completely cleared up.
Item that you're going to buy.
Epicenter with the blink forward. They actually catch the ET. Light Strike Array is there to chain stun him up, and the Hand of God, it buys a couple of seconds of life. But Elder Titan was forfeited by his team. Void and TA again. WINSTRIKE without the TA. They've got heroes spread wide across the map while Hellraiser's playing pretty tight. And Funnick looking to make the jump onto the Void. They've got the silence. The Snowball saved though. Yamich keeping the Faceless Void alive and maybe buying enough time for him to turn in Chrono. Epicenter's coming with the Earth Splitter there as well, but Aggressive Child with the Rebel have cleared up the back lines. No Fear and Lil are down, and Night Stalker, he's just got to sprint away. They kill off a little chicken in the middle of it all as Sven destroys Yamich, so support's really the biggest losers in this fight. Well, Hellraiser's giving chase onto Aggressive Child. Xani with Funnick there actually getting the grab on him. Stuns for days and a double kill for Nyx.
Hellraisers are executing their strikes, whatever is needed. Oh, Sven, he's getting caught.
He came for bounty runes, but he might be paying the ultimate price. Luckily for him, it's the 2 supports. The Templar Assassin does come in though. Trap to slow him down, and Nyx, he could try a TP, but he's been stomped, stunned, controlled up for a long time. The Snowball to get away from the Stormhammer, and No Fear cannot keep that mega kill streak Sven alive, and has his Ags. Halberd coming up next, holding high ground as Hellraisers deep in their own jungle waiting for this movement. Aggressive Child goes in, time dilation, but roared now. Jump from the Tusk, tries to get the catch, but the Faceless Void, he's been blown up and chain stunned, or has he? He's able to get away with a snowball save and Hand of God. The Earthsplit is huge, and they've caught him. Aggressive Child does die, but Nyx is falling low. Rebel clearing up 1 and 2, and now the Night Stalker's in trouble, but Funnick, epicenter into Burrow, the TA does get picked off. HELLRAISERS with a buyback on the Sand King, able to turn this fight around.
Yeah.
Child, he really wants to use his Chrono for something big. Now he's going to pop it on Kasani. Night Stalker, the target of choice with the Earthsplitter there. Rebel with Yamich straight onto Kasani, but the 3-man burst strike not able to save him. The roar there from No Fear as Lil clears up to Carlos in the back, and they're trying to focus down the Sand King. TA makes short work of him, while Nick Sven with Lil Lina chasing the TA. The Meteor Hammer lands somewhere, but it's the big kills up at the front. Nyx with some massive cleaves, but he's stomped up now, and they've got to retreat. WINSTRIKE have lost the TA and the Chen. And a buyback from the Beastmaster means that HELLRAISERS once again reclaiming control around that outpost, and the Dire jungle continues to belong to them. It is a million miles away and without Chrono.
He popped 2 mangoes, brought a clarity. He was showing for way too long on a bottom lane without mana, so HELLRAISERS uses a dead Void.
He's being chased by Night Stalker. In comes the Badman, slows him down, starts him up, an Aggressive Child. Way too far away from his base. Laguna Blade for good measure, and Lil with Kasani. Clear up the Void.
Nothing he can do about it. In the jungle with the Beastmaster's Hawk, Night Stalker providing the vision. With the freshly bought Blink Dagger, he can set things up more easily.
Man, look at the stuns from HR. Earthsplitter looks good onto the Stomp. A lot of damage there as No Fear does get focused down by the TA. DK Foga stunned up by the Sven. Light Strike Array there to connect as well with the Hand of God with a heal from the mech. They're keeping him alive, but not for long enough. Nyx is dropping low, but he's healing with that Satanic. But the TA shreds through the Sven at long last. The jump forward. Kasani being hounded by Rebel, but they have to switch targets. Funnick has a lot of escape mechanisms. Ghost Scepter, Blink, Yules, Illusions coming out of his bottle as well. But the Snowball is going to be able to track back and chase him down with a punch down. The reveal they've got on the high ground. They have the sentry up there, and they see him moving. He's got a Yules into Blink, not quite ready. A second away with that cooldown for escape. How vital this next Roshan is. All smoking up together, looking for the initiation. They find Funnick, Sand King,
That's a big
the
kill.
big team fight hero. Perfect initiation. The Yule's up onto the Faceless Void, but he's got his BKB, so he turns around to fight the Sven damage. Holy shit, Nyx nearly kills him off, but they chrono him up. No Fear. Oh, he's already used his roar, but this Night Stalker in the back as they do clear up Nyx as that Earthsplitter lands and the Chaos Meteor is hitting them all. Night Stalker runs away. Laguna Blade is going to be able to help to finish down the TA, but Night Stalker needs to get on the high ground. She's up there, but dies. The buyback from Funnick, it arrives. Finally, the team fight hero that HELLRAISERS needed comes back into the fight. 4 heroes in a row, and the 5th one's about to fall as DK Fogus will complete the team wipe as HELLRAISERS control up that Roshan spot.
It's an 8k gold lead for HELLRAISERS. I still feel if WINSTRIKE plays this correctly, that they can be victorious at the end of the day. That's AC. This is the item that they need. Get some extra armor on everyone, get more attack speed on your cores.
Man, Lil with a ballsy play there. Funnick, he's found Aggressive Child. Blinks into the trees. Yules of the BKBs required, and he pops the Chrono. Faces, fights, and battles into Lil's Lina. She's going to be able to go Scepter away, and well, Laguna Blade there, taking the Faceless Void down low. He's going to time walk back and try and escape, but with Night Stalker on his case, the Faceless Void dead for a minute and a half.
6 seconds.
Not bad, not bad. WINSTRIKE smoke, but they've been jumped. Ducalis has been left alone. He's trying to heal himself up and walk away from Night Stalker. In the back, we've got a Boris Strike catching out Yamich, but Lil is in the midst of it all, and he's blown up. The BKB from the Void allows him to turn and fight the Night Stalker, but a roar there on the TA, shredded by the Sven. Night Stalker clears him up, and a double kill for Kasani. As we've got 100 seconds with TA gone with no buyback, and Sven is in the middle of the base. A Boris Strike again, really getting up in the face of WINSTRIKE, and this has got to be game. The buybacks are flowing through thick and fast from WINSTRIKE, but the Sven is unstoppable. A triple for the Night Stalker, and GG is called. Game 2, all done and dusted, as we see HELLRAISERS executing beautifully.
Yeah, I think this game shows how you can lose a game with going full. Last pick on Lina.
Oh, bottom lane, they're jumping in. The Cookie into the tricks of the trade, and Lil will be the first blood. We're not waiting 10 minutes this time around. We're back into the world of Dota 2 as Funnick looks for the trade back, but Ducalis, just tanky enough, has a salve, and they're actually going to turn around onto Funnick. Scatterblast there to slow him down on the retreat. Aggressive Child is going to get one final punch, and a double kill to start your safe lane carry.
Yule being queued up on Lina, pretty standard stuff.
Nothing out of the ordinary.
Top lane,
They're trying to go on Spectre again, but No Fear will be the target instead. Shadow Word level 2 on the Spectre leaves the Warlock with nothing to save his own life with. And they keep the aggression going bottom as well. On Funnick they blink, but Aggressive Child has been slowed down just enough. And Ducalis wasn't quite there with the Cookie. They can go back in now. Battery Assault, trying to battle with Aggressive Child. Pops out, and that's it. Clockwork down, Funnick gets cookied up, and Aggressive Child blinks for another kill. 3-0-1 on this Riki, and the tips keep...
Getting the levels on Mars. Insanely good early game. Yeah, that was intentional, Gary. So yeah, okay. I know what you're gonna ask.
What was I gonna ask? Well, we'll come back in a second because Riki is now dominating, taking down Lil and trading his +5 for the Clockwork. That's 5 minutes.
Yep.
Yeah, keep your eyes on it. Well, there's the tier 1. 10 minutes in with a catapult wave. Broodmother, easy as you like. Now into the jungle. Mars with an ulti top finds Nick. Spectre down. And jumping forward, they're trying to catch out this Warlock. TP not successful thanks to the Bramble Maze and a Cursed Crown. And Aggressive Child, 6-0. Riki really is...
And then fighting 5 versus 4 Clockwork Sin. Cookie, not available.
Yeah, they know the Cookie's down. Ducalis used it aggressively with the arena coming out and the Golem drop. Ducalis with DK Focus. They look reasonably healthy. The Bedlam's going back onto the Clockwork as Lil being shredded by the Dark Willow, and not a single Radiant Hero's fallen. Finally, the Grandma found by the Spectre in a 1-for-1 trade, and Yamich, he's dead. Lina will find the Dark Willow with those long-range attacks on there. And Hellraiser's actually forced to TP a couple down. As up towards top, Dust from Lil, but Aggressive Child with that Diffusal Blade. Oh, he tried the hookshot escape, but Riki is just too strong. Into the Dire jungle, though, the triangle being run into here by WINSTRIKE. Cookie away, the Mars looking to escape, and Yamich dodging that little boulder toss from the Brewmaster Earth Panda. And they've dodged, or is it the Brood?
I think you'd give it to Rikimaru. Broodmother is saving the slot, so I guess they're gonna give it to Broodmother. You know, Broodmother, we've seen it multiple times.
A good 3-4 minutes to keep on farming safely, but she's gonna get jumped on. DK Focus there with a blink reveal, and straight onto the Spectre they go. Does she use Haunt to try and escape? Oh, she did too. Lina still a couple of hundred away from her BKB as they find Lil in that dire jungle. Mars with about 2,000 HP. He's got Yules and Blink, so could potentially just disengage from this dire side as he jumps forward. Forget disengaging. He's going straight on into the middle of them all. No Fear will drop the rock, but he's already used up as Mars tries to escape from this. No Fear still surviving with a Shadow Word up, but the Broodmother comes in. Sweeps through and kills the Warlock in the back. They found Ducalis. Spectre going to work. Next with a double kill. Yamich has fallen, but Aggressive Child, the Riki is too powerful. Not only killing off the Spectre, but now the Golem will fall as well.
Sometime a creep wave gets close. Veil plus Fatal Bonds, a dagger, but now they're in. They're setting things up. Mars has Arena.
Not quite perfect combo of the Yules and the Cursed Crown, but the damage from the Bedlam is more than enough. Spectre dead for 50 seconds. The Laguna Blade clears out the Dark Willow, but Lina has to BKB defensively just to stand her ground next to the tier 3. And every death of the Spectre win patch, people unable to actually get high ground even if they're 20,000 net worth ahead.
There is
the
a smoke.
Roshan.
Hellraisers, they're trying to contest. Hookshot, he's
Good
in.
hookshot in, and the Spectral Haunt. Broodmother chasing forward, focusing an illusion, and the Terrorizer going to send a couple of them packing, but they've got Aggressive Child there and taking down Funnick, so no Primal Split. He'll buy back on the Brewmaster, but 2 heroes falling so quickly, and Grandma, the only casualty of WINSTRIKE, returning to the fight with a buyback of her own, and No Fear falls. They're all trying to return here, but Aggressive Child annihilates the Lina, and she cannot come back into the fight.
He's gonna set things up. Blink Dagger, Yule Scepter, he's ready to go.
You're absolutely right. Jumping straight onto the Spectre. Spear back into the trees and through the Bramble Maze. They've got the Primal Split, but can they save Nyx? Essence Ring there, buying a little bit of space. But with that Nullifier slowing and dispelling, Nyx's Spectre has nowhere to run, and Yamich with Rabel will clear up that Spectre, and she's dead for 50 seconds. No fear, buyback into dieback, and it is all a bloodbath. There is no way for HELLRAISERS to match this aggression. The strength of WINSTRIKE is absolutely disgusting right now.
I don't know if you noticed, but
do you have any idea? And anything at all, you know? Power cut, Cataclysm, meteor lands on their opponents' houses.
It is not that type of a game. Knowing how
no, it's all they don't think they can do anything about it. I do like this smoke though, yeah. Straight into the base. Warlock's dead. No buyback on him. Now a 5 versus 4. It's just going to be a slow, steady death with no response from HELLRAISERS. Another tier 3, another lane of barracks. Mega creeps will be coming soon as the Primal Split. Phoenix in with a hookshot forward, misses everyone. And a terrorized landing with the Mars Arena catching out a couple in the middle. They cyclone up that Broodmother, but Rabel can keep on battling. They get Aggressive Child in the back, and Nyx is still reasonably tanky, healthy and fighting. Getting to Karlis, but Kasani falls. And they've still got to contend with the Broodmother and Mars. Now Phoenix in trouble. DK Focus thinking they can't fight. Spectre looking incredibly strong right now. Getting up in the face of Mars, Cyclone up, but can't blink away. Tries to rebuke them, but HELLRAISERS, they've defended their final lane of barracks. 4 kills in a row, and maybe a sniff of a comeback.
Yeah, Ricky didn't.
Links up to high ground. Broodmother with a DD onto that last lane of barracks. Aegis, 15 seconds. Mars Arena comes in with a BKB from Lina. Is able to allow her to stand her ground on the Chaotic Offering. The rock is dropped. Focusing Clockwork. DK Focus with Aggressive Child. Move in and Nyx is gone. No buyback on Spectre. Like you're saying, nobody has it. So the primary carry and the primary damage dealer from HELLRAISERS down for 70 seconds with 4 heroes still alive for WINSTRIKE puts them in a really good spot.
She did not even use the Haunt. They use Silver Edge on her to break her.
Strike. They can take this as slow and steady as they like. Hook shot. Trying to defend up against the Ricky. Aggressive Child. Well, that wasn't very slow or steady. Now a Spectral Horn. Nyx wants to try and jump in. Dodging out from the LSA. WINSTRIKE do get away. Turning now. Spear Phonic, but can they kill him off before Primal Split? He's got 5 seconds on the cooldown, so they absolutely can.
Super creeps are approaching, so they're gonna need to be very careful about it. Arena and Kisses dropping on Spectre.
She does get helped out by the Glimmer Cape and the Shadow Word, and they do catch the Grandma, who failed the Cookie High Ground. So Kasani able to zap her down with a Lagoon.
By a courier, instantly TP's back.
So Roshan going to belong to WINSTRIKE. Aegis, Cheese, and Aghanims as HELLRAISERS do get out of their base for a little bit, but would you believe it? A double damage rune spawning right.
Wants to get closer to level 25. Spit out.
The bait. The BKB is forced.
They were just ganking the courier.
Well, they jump in now. Nyx speared up against the side of the Colosseum. Lotus Orb on her, but the Spectre's down. Buys back immediately as the rock was dropped earlier on. The BKBs are all wearing out. There's no fear. Very low. The Shadow Realm from the Dark Willow. It buys her a little bit of space as the Yule's up into the air, and Yamich, he's going to find no fear, but loses life for it. While the Broodmother, Rebel, facing up against the Spectre. Nyx is all alone, trying to back away to get the rest of the team defended and concaved around her. And WINSTRIKE still pushing forward. Slowly moving with a creep spat forward. It stuns up Lina and the Warlock with the Abyssal Blade there, Jakala's Cookies, and a spear to the tower means Rebel can focus onto the Spectre, and the dieback means that she won't be available for 2 minutes, and this is surely game over as WINSTRIKE stampede into the Dire Fountain and they force the GG.
Yeah, so WINSTRIKE gets the win 2-1. I feel like they could have easily gotten this.